everyone. How are we all doing tonight? Gotta double check audio levels. Tonight. Gotta double check audio levels. Audio levels seem good from what I know. Gotta double check audio levels. Audio levels seem good from what I know. Alright, oh, gotta mute that, and ba-ba-boom. So now, we are just 15 minutes away from the BlizzCon Online. BlizzCon Online Overwatch part of the event. I honestly don't care about much else except Overwatch. So, we're really not going to be watching much. Just going to be looking at the opening ceremony on the Blizzard channel at 2 p.m. PST, which is 5 p.m. Carbon Animations, the 35th anniversary cartoon, or 30th anniversary cartoon. And then 3:05, we're gonna go with an Overwatch 2. So it's basically all of Blizzard. Let me just double check. So is this Junkertown? Yeah, this is Junkertown. Let's see, Blizzard. It's caps. Blizzard. It's weird. It said Blizzard was on oh, here. Let's see, what's this map? Opening ceremony. Okay, no, this is the one I want to be on. Never mind. Starts in 13 minutes. This is the correct one. The Overwatch one is just going to stream the Overwatch content, which I don't really care about. Well, I mean, I care about the Overwatch content, excuse me. I just don't care about waiting for 3 hours for Overwatch to come back up. So we're going to be watching everything right here at the Blizzard YouTube channel. So, how we all doing tonight? How y'all doing? Doing good? I hope you're all doing great. I saw the recent WandaVision. I'm really hyped for it. I honestly cannot wait for more. Oh, join the conversation on Twitter? Sure, why the fuck not? Kristen Yarn. Narn. Okay. we chillin' with all this bull crap. We got still another 10 minutes to go, so we got excited. Let's see what chat's saying. Nice plug. Hold on. Hold the door. Hold on. I'm joining in on that.
This is Kristen Nern.
Oh. Oh. I'm an idiot. Whoops. I didn't know he was actually a singer. Or not a singer, but like a rapper or something. I didn't know about that. That's honestly really interesting. That's honestly crazy. Cool. we're reacting to stuff, I'm gonna take off the borders. Just in case there's anything new with like the HUD or anything like that in some of the games. So what do I expect to see here? Definitely expect to see a crap ton of news. Well, I mean, the behind the scenes look at Overwatch 2, people were really excited for. I'm not expecting to see a new hero. I'm expecting to see maybe some maps, maybe Sojourn gameplay, and that's all we're really going to see. And then we're going to have to go later on with the stuff in Overwatch 2, I think. The artwork behind Overwatch 2, so I don't know. We're not going to get much of Overwatch 2. I'm really excited to see what World of Warcraft has to offer, though. I'm a big WoW fan. At least I was, but I don't know. I still consider myself a WoW fan. I'd be interested to stream some WoW every now and again. If I ever get back into it, because I got bored with that game pretty easily. He's going at it, dude. Team up with Lucio, motherfucker! Alright. Crunch! 7 minutes. Dude, this is really cool. Like, fans are actually enjoying this. People are just saying it's cringe, but there's only like 2 or 3 people, meaning that's probably like a guy's friend or something. Also, next week, guys, apparently Jack tells me that it's Pokemon Day next week. I completely forgot. So we're definitely gonna have a Jack and Ethan that there's definitely going to be some content for what's it called? There's definitely gonna be some content for Pokemon. So I'm really excited to record my reaction to that. Probably not gonna stream it. Just gonna record it. Say like what I did with the Nintendo Direct. Good. I want to exit out of. What is this? Fuck. Whatever. I don't remember any of that being on my computer. Whatever. Oh, I think I know what it was from. Never mind. The way his hands are positioned looks like he's getting fucked in the rear. fact that they have almost over 95,000 people watching right now is fucking crazy. But yeah, but people are probably gonna make fun of it. Math. Alright. Yo! What's up, Charlie? How you doing? Yeah, that's Hodor from Game of Thrones. Literally jamming out to his music for the past like 7 minutes. It's so good. He should totally team up with Lucio, like with doing that. I'm pretty sure. What's his name? Jesse Cruz. Jesse Cruz. I think that's Lucio's actor's name. He no longer has to carry the series anymore, Charlie. I think that's what you mean. I'm doing all right. I can't complain. I'm just chilling. We about to start for Blizzcon. This is actually like the full event entirely, because if I was just gonna go onto the Overwatch page, there was going to be they would just show just the Overwatch stuff, but that was gonna be like spread out between like 2 or 3 hours apart, and I didn't want to do that, so I'm just gonna have some content to make fun of in the middle. So I'm really excited to see where they go. Johnny Cruz, my bad. Yeah, there we go. I'm gonna have to turn it up. Turn this down just a little bit, because literally I don't know how it sounds from my voice. Because literally, I don't know. There we go. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure I can hear my voice. Good deal. So we thinking Overwatch 2 finally? Overwatch 2? I don't know. See, the thing is, we're getting a behind-the-scenes look at Overwatch 2, so we're probably going to see more of, like, the abilities. Maybe we'll see Sojourn in action. Maybe more abilities. Maybe, who knows, when we see your girl Mercy, have her see her abilities. I want to mainly know how Talon and Overwatch are going to work. Like, is it going to be kind of like a World of Warcraft system? Oh, I love you, Hodor. Is it going to be kind of like a World of Warcraft system, where it's going to be, is it going to be more of a World of Warcraft system where you can pick between the Horde and the Alliance? Or instead you can choose between Talon and Overwatch? I don't know. That sounds pretty cool. Is there going to be like super stories? I don't know idea. But it could totally be, I don't know. I'm just curious to see how it's going to work. Alright, I'm going to turn it up just a little bit.
That feeling of just knowing a game is right for you when you first lay eyes on it is such a great feeling.
The thing that happens is you start to feel the excitement just build up.
I'm thinking about it all the time, even in my sleep.
Yeah, exactly, Charlie.
I play video games because I love stories.
Experiencing world
I play video games because I love stories. Shows Hearthstone, which is a card game.
allow me to be what I can.
no!
But it's not.
Jaina
Come home,
Proudmore.
log onto your PC and disappear into a different world.
I am a part of something bigger.
Louder?
A
I got you, bro.
part of something beautiful.
As an autistic person, video games give me a place where I could be in a world that made sense to me.
I will tell you that all of my family play video games.
Me and my brothers, we would share the computer 1 hour at a time.
저는 제 와이프랑 게임을 가장 많이 해요.
I'm really enjoying playing video games with my dad.
My children.
My little sister. That connection.
Okay, does it need to be turned up more, or are you just fucking with me, Jack? 'Cause I know how you are.
Added a lot to our relationship.
Games like the World of Warcraft let me meet people that I probably never would have.
I can honestly say I met some of
Little
my
bit
best
more. I got
friends
you.
through playing games.
We have this connection that allows us to share our
How's
joys,
that?
to share our achievements, to share our growth together.
Every time I'm able to achieve something, I'm able to make myself proud.
Killing heroic Black Hand back in Warlords of Draenor was one of my favorite memories.
I managed to find that one hidden pylon with my one Mutalisk.
We beat hardcore Inferno Diablo.
I was able to hit gold in competitive in Overwatch.
I had someone say, "Oh, I can't lose to a girl," and I beat that guy.
So I was able to slay
Awesome.
this
Thanks, Charlie.
warlock as a little gnome holy priest, freaking out and screaming the whole time.
Adrenaline through my body was going crazy.
Because your journey was so delightful, and because of the achievement, we felt a lot of wow, we did something incredibly.
I killed the Lich King! I killed the Lich King!
然后夺冠的时候，现场的女性工作人员，包括有些男的工作人员，他们都哭了。
Many years ago, I was doing a quest in Terracar Forest, and a lovely little mage came up and said, "Would you like a hand?" They helped me for the rest of the day. We've been married now for over a decade.
Those video games filled a void.
That was Draenei! That was Burning Crusade! We're getting Burning Crusade
When I was
Classic!
able to play a video game, I was able to start talking with people who didn't really care that I was a gay male.
But video games were my escape. When I was a teenager, my dad was diagnosed with ALS, and I looked to video games as a way to escape from that sort of reality. Everything happens for a reason, and I'm just glad video games were there for me.
I'll never stop playing video
Toronto
games.
Defiant!
I imagine myself one day being an 80-year-old grandpa gamer.
Playing video games has shaped me. I don't think I would be who I am today.
My passion, my interest, my excitement, they belong.
Video games opened for me the world.
And because of that, I'm forever thankful.
And I can't wait to see what the next generation.
Yo! Chills. Literal chills. Blizzard Entertainment's 30th anniversary. Chills.
Welcome to Blizzcon Live, a celebration of 30 years of Blizzard communities and 30 years of Blizzard games. 30 years is so many years, and last year maybe felt like one of the longest of all.
Goosebumps, yeah, seriously.
But throughout the years of Blizzard Entertainment, from 1991 to today,
damn,
many of
91.
us can associate certain games with milestones in our lives. Maybe you were a little kid the first time you played The Lost Vikings, or in high school when you first played a Diablo game, or maybe you met your partner while you were playing World of Warcraft. That's the awesome thing about video games.
I'm not that lucky.
They give us experiences that are relevant to the times in our lives and experiences that we carry forward with us. Games are here for us during good times, and they're here for us even when we feel alone or maybe uncertain.
Seriously.
Games are coming home, familiar, comfortable, with a connection and a sense of belonging. And while many of us spent most of 2020 in our actual real-life homes, games became even more of a place to get away,
How's
be
that?
free from outside concerns, even if just for a little while. So, this is pretty weird. Usually, when we start BlizzCon, the opening call is to my favorite Warcraft faction, the Alliance.
Yellow.
Or my favorite faction, the Horde. I get confused. Usually, I'd be speaking
Hello,
to
my
40,000 of you in person.
Matt, I don't know how much I had to like say
and
more,
millions of
but
you around
more.
the world. And usually,
Charlie says it's
that
fine
would
on
be a
her end,
perfect way
Jack.
to celebrate.
That's because Charlie, like me,
Nothing
probably has
about
that
the
full
last
volume.
year has been usual. The pandemic has
I'm
been
gonna be
hard
joining
I
on
don't want to
everyone,
turn it up too high.
and for many different
That's
reasons.
it. That's right. I rated your stream.
But if there's one thing that the last year has taught us, it's that being apart physically doesn't stop us from moving
There,
forward.
I turned it up more, but I don't know.
It doesn't stop us from connecting with our player friends around the
I don't
world.
want to turn up too loud because then it
Diving
will
in
mix with my audio.
as warriors and heroes, and checking on each other as humans. It doesn't stop us from sharing our latest epic gaming story or celebrating those of others. Games continue to unite us. Now, to be honest, I wasn't sure how well Blizzard could work from home. There are thousands of people
Oh, look at that
all
diva
needing
art.
to work together in creating our universes, games, and experiences. Never has it felt more true that it takes a Blizzard to make a Blizzard
Her
game.
volume at like mid.
And in 2020, it became clear that the magic of creating a Blizzard isn't just tied to a physical location.
How is it now,
It's
Charlie?
tied to
Is
the
it-
people who work here.
Is it too
And I
loud,
continue
or
to be
what?
so proud of each and every one of them. Thank you, Blizzard.
Oh, get the hell out of my stream.
We create these games and pour all of our energy and heart into them. But it is you, the Blizzard community, that brings them to life. And that's why BlizzCon Line is a celebration of you, the guild leaders, healers, DPS, tanks, innkeepers, Zerg, Terran, Protoss, Blackwatch, Shimada, the heroes of Sanctuary and of the Storm. These next few days are for you, our Blizzard community. For World of Warcraft, we'll be showing you
All right.
what's next for both Shadowlands and Classic. I'm sure you're all
Well, the new
burning
classic.
in anticipation.
Yeah,
for
Burning
that.
Crusade. Burning Crusade
Hearthstone
classic.
is getting back to its roots in a major way. We can't wait to show you how. We also have news for our Diablo community.
Diablo 4.
Some of you were able to dip your toes into the depths of hell in the Diablo Immortal Technical Alpha. I really enjoyed seeing players embrace the
Think it's a
multiplayer
phones.
aspect of meeting in
What'd you
town.
say, Jack?
We can't wait for more of you to get your
I was
hands
looking for Diablo.
So,
What, do you got no
only
phones?
the beginning of the year, and already there is so much to
They've
look
actually,
forward to,
they made themselves
even
better.
though we can't yet be together in person. The Overwatch League
Overwatch!
will be kicking things off in spring, and we'll be watching closely to see if the San Francisco Shock can continue their championship run.
Nah, Fusion's all the
World
way,
of
baby.
Warcraft
Let's go.
Esports is back
Yup.
with the Arena World Championship and Mythic Dungeon International.
Jack, I'm always fucking behind when
already
I'm in
in full
Discord with
swing
you.
in Shadowlands. StarCraft 2 and Warcraft 3
That diva
esports
looks-
are
that
going
diva art looks
strong
cool.
with our friends at the ESL Pro Tour. And qualifiers are already underway for the first online stop of the 2021 Hearthstone Masters Tour, with the
Some
first
of us aren't
event
on
taking
culture,
place
dude.
next month.
Cool. I'm glad
But-
for the Hearthstone community.
Before we get too far ahead, let's take a look one last time to when times were a little simpler. In the early 1990s, the internet was a baby. CD sales had finally eclipsed cassette tapes. Cassette tape, it's a rectangle piece of plastic.
And now you
and there's a
can.
tape inside. And
Yeah, why is he
music would get
talking about...
recorded on, and
Oh my god, the fact that he has
sometimes
to
you need a pencil
explain...
to wind it and make it tight.
Oh, the fact that he
I
has
know,
to
it sounds
explain
crazy.
recording tapes.
What is
We're all
this?
playing video games on on Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis, DOS, or Mac PCs.
Yeah, Jack, you're
First
Jack,
one
you're
was a
ahead of me.
master
Jack, you're
of
ahead
Big
of me.
Sis and Auto Exec.
Oh, well, I don't know these games, but that's
So
cool.
many simple
I
things.
don't understand how the fuck you're ahead of me.
Simple times. If only
I'm watching it on
we could
IGN.
relive them.
I'm watching on Blizz. What the hell is this?
Oh, this looks cool, bro.
I'm watching it on Blizzard's Entertainment's actual YouTube.
Well, I'm on IGN.
Let the carnage begin!
What? Arcade collection? That's so cool!
Collection!
That is so cool! Aww!
Now we're talking.
Switch, if you can, Jack, switch over to Blizzard. That way we're not too far.
Cool. I paused it a few times, so.
Yeah, right now I'm still going through like the museum and stuff. I'm introducing.
Alright. Tell me when you see a fireball, like explode.
A fireball explode.
Yeah, like or explosion towards it.
4-player split screen together for the first time. There was a little explosion, but I don't think that was the explosion you're talking about. Third. Blizzard Arcade Collection. There it is. Coming to PS4, Switch, Battle.net, and...
Damn, I have PS5, wow.
Blizzard Arcade Collection, featuring The Lost Vikings, Rock and Roll Racing, and Blackthorn. These are ports of
That
the
is
game, just
so
as you remember
cool!
them, allowing
I
you
never
to
played
relive
the-
the original
I never played that
experience
either, but it's so
of all
cool to
three
see.
titles
Like, I love when
in
oldie games
13
come back to
different
the
languages,
current gen consoles.
with a couple of quality of life upgrades. As an example, we include very modern, cutting-edge functionality that wasn't available in the early 90s, both saving and loading of games. And for those of you who purchased any Blizzard Digital Anniversary Bundle via Battle.net, you'll automatically receive the Blizzard Arcade Collection on PC today.
What?
Now, you ready to hear about some other video games?
Yes!
Let's hear what's next for World of Warcraft.
Oh, wow. Okay, they're just jumping right into WoW. Alright, I'm down. Let's go! I did not play the last expansion at all.
Spoilers.
Turn it down on my end, just a smidge.
Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining us today. No matter where you are, World of Warcraft unites us all.
What are you talking about? It didn't get
Whether you're
canceled.
exploring the Shadowlands, Classic Azeroth,
Matt,
or
you
another
fan Charlie
part of the
aren't
Blizzard
now.
universe,
What do you mean?
I'm glad you could make it. Because
The
we've got a
Blizzcon
lot
got
of
canceled.
good stuff to show you. But first, let's start with some Covenant Pride. Kyrian, take flight.
Covenant. Oh,
Night
right.
Day, let the hunt begin.
30 years.
Necrolords to war. Vinthir?
Okay, thank you.
Let's party.
Alright, thank you.
The world has thrown a lot at us since the last BlizzCon. And the thing that's really kept everyone going on the WoW
And
team
who could
has
forget
been connecting
Leroy
with all
James?
of you. The bonds we forge with our guilds
could
and
forget?
family and friends in WoW are powerful and real. As WoW enters its 16th year and Blizzard celebrates its 30th anniversary, we're so grateful to have the most dedicated and friendly communities in gaming. Let's recap the
I've done none
events
of the
in
things,
Azeroth.
sir.
Alright.
In WoW Classic, we fought an endless battle for South Shore and Tauren Mill. We banded together to open the gates of Ahn'Qiraj and joined forces to take down Kel'Thuzad in his floating citadel of Naxxramas. In Shadowlands, we helped our Covenant recover from the Anima drought, brought on by Sire Denathrius, master of the Vinthir and traitor to the Pantheon of Death. We survived the halls of Torghast
Yeah,
and
what you been up
crafted
to, bro?
legendary gear in our efforts to expel Denathrius from his castle lair.
Hell yeah.
But innocent souls are still wrongfully being sent to the Maw. They face an eternity of torment, and heroes like Anduin remain chained in its depths. The jailer continues to grow in
It's
power.
Sauron.
He's preparing to break free from the Maw and complete his plan to unmake the entire Warcraft universe. And Sylvanas. You may be wondering what she's been up to all this time.
Yeah, what?
Today.
Last time I saw
we're
her, she was
excited to
breaking the
unveil
Lich King's
our
helmet.
First major content update for Shadowlands, Chains of Domination.
World of Warcraft Chains of Domination. Hey, Sylvanas.
Look around you! What makes you believe you're not just a weapon to achieve his ends?
Enough! Join our cause.
Bastion.
Or be made to serve.
Right now, you hold all the power. Make your choice, Sylvanas Windrunner.
Oh, he's gonna fucking die. Oh, no!
Despite all our efforts, the Maw continues to grow. What if Denathrius' treachery is irreparable? The Primus is lost, and Bastion cannot save the Shadowlands.
You're ahead of me again.
None of this should have happened.
Because you mentioned Bastion
the
earlier.
Winter Queen could.
How? What the hell?
My Archon, a living soul, seeks an audience.
A mortal.
A king.
Anduin?
By all our measures, one who has spent his life striving for justice.
Oh.
One
Where's
who
the
would
actual
give
BlizzCon?
anything
Are you
to
like on their own
serve
website?
his
Oh, wait, is it
people.
Blizzard Entertainment?
Yeah, Blizzard Entertainment. Oh.
One whose heart.
Damn, now I'm so
is
far
true.
behind. Holy shit,
Very
I saw
well.
this like 30 seconds.
He may approach.
That sucks, bro. Ow. That was,
Step forward.
what's his face from the last animation. And he fought for
My
the king.
ascended have spoken of you.
Then he died.
The king, held captive in the Maw.
That prison could not hold me forever.
Why have you come to Bastion?
You have a key that I need.
You will release this soul from your grasp.
Anduin?
No. He is bound to me.
Just as you once sought to bind your own brother.
Oh my god, no! We're gonna have to kill him!
It's Terra.
Basically.
It's Terra Nord.
Oh my
Vessel performed its part flawlessly. 3 keys remain. Then they will see. Death was never meant to be chained.
Shadowlands. Chaos.
Man.
Chains of Domination.
Man.
Okay.
I would love to know what the hell's going on.
Yeah, I would too.
Like, you played it longer than you played
I
it.
have. Yeah, I
haven't.
played Shadowlands a little bit, but then my account got fucked up,
so
and I
intense.
couldn't. I glitched, and I couldn't
I know you
couldn't
probably
finish
have
it.
a lot of questions
Last time I
about
checked, the
what you
Game
just
Masters
saw
wouldn't help
and
me
what
out.
it means for the next stage of your Shadowlands journey. Later today, my teammates Ian and Jeremy will be telling you more about Chains of Domination in our Shadowlands update. Please check out the World of Warcraft channel to find out more.
Okay.
Next, I'm excited to share our upcoming World of Warcraft charity pet program. We've heard a lot from our community about how much they love these pets and the opportunity to give to a good cause,
You get
along with
companions.
ideas to make the program even better.
You got the companions.
So during
bro.
this upcoming campaign, you'll be able to
You got
donate
companions, dude.
whatever amount you wish to directly support our chosen charity.
Okay.
Once donations reach our goal, everyone playing World of Warcraft will get a pet for their collection as a thank you.
Oh, okay.
Whether you were able to contribute
You don't have to pay
personally
shit.
or not. And to make this a fun challenge, If we reach a stretch goal, everyone gets a second pet too.
Okay.
And here they are. The first pet
I
is
love Lucky!
Bananas. Literally. He was
Yeah, those
originally
eyes
available
is
to a
giving me
select few
Kingdom
back
Hearts
in
1,
Burning
like,
Crusade era.
PS2,
So we're
like,
excited to give
cutscene
everyone a chance to
Right?
adopt.
Like it's just like a
And
regular
if we
eye.
reach a stretch goal, you'll also get Daisy the Sloth.
I love her!
She's an all-new pet who'll hang around your neck when you need a hug.
Yes!
Your donations during this campaign
want
will go
it!
to support the medical
Oh,
and
that's it?
humanitarian
Oh.
organization.
Yeah, those are the
Doctors
two pets you
Without
get.
Borders.
If one, if the sloth you get if
Also
you reach your
known by
stretch
their
goal.
French name, Médecins Sans Frontières, or MSF. They're an amazing group.
God
doing
damn it,
important
Blizzard!
work
You know how to
around
pull
the
me
world.
right back in with the shit I want.
We're grateful to have such a generous community, and we hope you'll help support this worthy cause. We'll be sharing the details about
Charlie
the charity
Sloth.
pet
Oh my God,
program
yes.
on the World of Warcraft website soon.
Sid.
Oh, Ephraim's here.
So
What's up,
we
Ephraim?
talked quite a bit about Shadowlands. Classic players, now it's your turn.
Burning
It's my
Crusade!
pleasure to hand off
Let's
to my
go!
teammate, Holly Longdale. She's a longtime WoW player, a veteran MMO developer, and she's going to tell us what's in store for WoW Classic.
Alright, you ahead? I'm so confused.
Yes! No, I just know that's what's coming.
Classic.
World of Warcraft Classic.
Hi, everybody. First, I'd like to thank all of you
Wow.
who have ever been part of the WoW community over the years. You know, online worlds like WoW have been a huge part of our lives for decades now. As a dedicated MMO fan and a developer myself, I remember hearing that Blizzard was going to be making their own MMO. And I thought, well, I guess I'll check out that beta. And sure, we all call the game WoW, but
It's
really,
funny. It's not like that's been told
wow.
before.
I could not believe I got bit
Wow.
by the MMO bug again. I was so excited to be able to make a night elf hunter and be like that
You would be
famous
a night
dark
elf.
ranger from the books that I loved.
Wow.
I have to tell you, Azeroth was and still is a place I love to live.
Come on, if you're
Since
being a night
last
elf, you
year,
want to
I've
be a
had the
druid,
great
because that's
honor
the
to work
only class that
alongside
can be
the
a
WoW
druid.
Classic team to bring these nostalgic experiences back
At
to
least I think.
life for longtime fans and a whole new generation of players. As a fan myself, I've had so much fun in WoW. From the simple things like drive-by buffing or making friends on that long haul from Teldrassil to Ironforge, all the way to the absolutely staggering, like when I jumped blindly through the dark portal and was running through Hellfire Peninsula, heard this terrifying noise, and then saw the Fell Reaver. Biggest roamer I had ever seen, and I was very glad I had feigned death in that moment. And that's the thing about WoW. These stories and experiences we all share keep us coming back time after time. With that said, I'm super excited to be able to share with you where our adventures are taking us next.
Burning Crusade. Let's go. Let's see some Draenei. Prepare. For the next classic adventure.
You dare enter my realm.
Beyond the dark. Prepare new alliances. There they are!
Your foolishness has brought you to this end. Take my blood and choke on it.
Death to the outsiders!
I'll turn your world upside down.
You are not prepared.
Burning Crusade Classic! Okay. 2021. I'll take it.
Brings back so many memories, right?
Yup.
Like exploring the fungal forests of Zangarmarsh, or being awestruck at the chaotic magic alive in Netherstorm, the Draenei in Exodar, the Blood Elves in Silvermoon. I love playing them both. Do you choose to enlist the Aldor or the Scryers in your quest to fight the Legion? And of course, we can't forget gathering all your friends to fight Illidan at the top of the Black Temple. I can't wait to relive it all with you. Since the team first set out on their own quest to bring the original WoW back to life, we have learned a ton about what players are expecting from this kind of experience. We've also learned when to keep things just as they were, and where we all might be open to some changes. We're bringing all these lessons into Burning Crusade Classic, with our primary goal to bring back the same feeling you had when you faced the Fel Reaver for the first time, or when you were digging through piles of Felhound poop. Of course, we can't get this right without you, our incredible community. Soon, you'll be able to revisit Outland yourself when beta starts and tell us what you think. Later, all WoW Classic players are going to be presented with a meaningful choice for each one of your beloved characters. Do you want to move on into Burning Crusade Classic? Or do you want to stay in the original Classic era forever? Whatever you decide, you can do it all with your one WoW subscription.
Okay.
Now, I know I've thrown a lot at you, but don't worry. We'll be getting into the details in our panel later today. So stick with us. We'll make sure you are prepared. And now we're going to hear what's coming up in Hearthstone.
All right, I'm excited. I'm really not, because that's the Dark Moon Fair.
Greetings. We're truly excited to share with you everything that's coming to Hearthstone this year. But first, let's take a quick look back at the year of the Phoenix. We added our first new class, the Demon Hunter, and ventured into the ruthless Outlands. Then, we went to Skullman's Academy and got to explore dual-class cards and their powerful synergies. And with our third expansion of the year, we brought you Hearthstone's biggest update ever, alongside the menacing Old Gods in Madness at the Dark Moon Fair. We launched a brand new game mode, Duels, that saw more than 10 million matches on its first day. We also introduced our long-awaited achievement system and made a significant overhaul to the rewards and progression within the game. Now, it's time to say farewell to the year of the Phoenix and see what's in store for Hearthstone this year. Welcome to the year of the Griffin.
Okay.
Over the last couple of years, we've made big changes to Hearthstone. Throughout the year of the Griffin, we want to keep delivering fun, new experiences and make sure that the tens of millions of you playing Hearthstone are always excited to log in. First up, we'll be giving the standard format its biggest shake-up ever, with the launch of the Core Set later this year. The Core Set replaces the old basic and classic
I mean, to be fair, I just don't
with a
care.
collection
This
of
is
235 cards
I have no idea
made
what
up
you're saying.
of some of the best from throughout the years, as well as 29 awesome brand new cards. And the best thing about the Core Set is that it's entirely free. So, there's never been a better time to get into Hearthstone. Here are 3 of Hearthstone's legendary dragons, reimagined to feel more up-to-date and competitive for modern-day Hearthstone.
Constellation.
Ysera the Dreamer.
Add one
You'll
each
finally
dream
receive her
card to your
full
hand.
arsenal of dream cards.
That's 12
right away.
damage.
She's a nightmare for your opponents. Malagos the Spellweaver.
Draw a
He'll
spell
fill your hand
until
with spells
your hand is full.
and is a powerful late-game play, worthy of the
Spells are
aspect
broken
of
in
magic.
Hearthstone.
And finally, everyone's favorite Black Dragon.
Yeah! Deathwing!
He's still as destructive as ever, but timed correctly, he won't leave you empty-handed.
To start a card.
We'll also be launching a brand new format, Classic, where you can play Hearthstone as it was when it first launched.
They're really doing Hearthstone Classic.
The Classic format will be fully supported, complete with ranks and rewards using Hearthstone's original set of
Leroy
cards.
Jenkins!
So, if you want to relive the old school experience, then Classic is the place for you. With Classic revisiting the past, now let's take a look to the future and explore the first expansion of the Year of the Griffin.
For a hero of the Horde, all
Freaking great,
roads
dude. Holy
lead
crap.
to the crossroads.
They have a Leroy Jenkins card. I forgot about that.
Adventure. But the Barons wants to break you. Your axe must be sharp. Your wits must be keen. And your heart must be mighty. Strength and honor. This is who we are.
They just took. God damn it! They just took that from fucking
For the Horde.
Yeah, they just took that from
That's right.
the
We're
Shadows
heading to one of
the
Warcraft's most
Shadowland trailer.
iconic locales, the Barrens, and we'll come face to face with the heroes that inhabit it. Starting with one of the Horde's most iconic and well-known characters, a fierce loyalist, one-time war chief that embodies the honor, loyalty, and spirituality of the Horde, Shadowhunter Vol'jin. Shadowhunter Vol'jin is a neutral legendary that allows you to either bolster your own board or weaken that of your opponents. And to celebrate the announcement of Forged in the Barrens, this card is available for free for everyone later today. So log into Hearthstone and claim your free copy of Shadowhunter Vol'jin. And as a bonus, we're also giving away
a 30th
the
anniversary
brand new
pack.
30 years of Blizzard card. Next, we have another hero of the Horde who is making his first appearance in Hearthstone. The legendary Blade Master Samuro, featuring the new keyword
Deals damage equal
Frenzy.
to the minion's attack to all enemy minions.
Frenzy
That's
activates the
broken!
first time a minion takes damage and survives. In Samuro's case, this can be used to clear your opponent's board.
That's broken!
Heroes of the Horde, like Samuro, are famous for their combat prowess. But others, like Thrall, are known for their powerful elemental magic. Take a look at this new shaman spell, Chain Lightning. Chain Lightning is a spell in a new cycle of cards that rank up and become more powerful when you have 5 and 10 mana, ensuring that they're always useful at every stage in the game. You'll also notice that they're categorized as nature spells. With Forged in the Barrens, we'll be permanently introducing spell schools across the entire game, which enables a whole host of exciting new strategies. And don't worry, members of the Alliance will be featuring some of your most beloved heroes and locales later this year. But what I love most about the Warcraft universe is its amazing characters. And our final announcement is our most ambitious addition to Hearthstone yet. It introduces a brand new way to play with your favorite heroes. Hearthstone Mercenaries. Mercenaries features strategic RPG gameplay, where you build teams consisting of some of the most iconic heroes and villains from the Warcraft universe, including timeless characters like the infamous Sylvanas Windrunner.
Sylvanas, I don't know
and
what the hell that is.
Ragnaros, the elemental lord of fire. You can also expect to see some of Hearthstone's fan favorites, like the unstoppable Devil Saw, King Crush, and the ever-growing Gruul the Dragon Slayer. You'll lead them in battle through highly replayable roguelike missions, where the map is randomly generated every time you play, and each node represents a unique challenge for your team to take on. Your heroes gain levels, new abilities, equipment, and can even evolve into more powerful versions of themselves. We're thrilled to finally show you Hearthstone Mercenaries. It is scheduled to launch later this year, and we'll have more to share with you down the road. Everything you've seen today is just a taste of what's coming in the Year of the Griffin. So don't forget to tune in to our deep dive panel after the opening ceremony, where we'll share more details on the core set, the new classic format, Forged in the Barrens, and our plans for Battlegrounds and Duels, as well as our upcoming single-player content. I want to thank the team for their amazing work. And on behalf of all of us at Hearthstone, we want to thank
Joke's
the
on
many
you, bud.
millions of you
I
who
don't
our
play.
game.
I don't play
Your
Hearthstone.
dedication and support is what drives us to make awesome updates and pursue
if I had to
ambitious
guess,
and fun
Diablo's
ideas.
next.
We can't wait to kick off the Year
Oh,
of the
you
Griffin.
think
with all of
Overwatch
you.
is gonna be next map?
We hope to see you in the game soon.
I honestly don't know, because last
Next
year...
up, you'll get an update on all things Diablo.
Diablo.
Oh. Oh.
Woo! Demons! Monsters! Grim Reapers!
Oh shit.
Hey everyone, thank you very much for joining us. I am so excited to kick off the Diablo segment of our show, and I am honored to be here on behalf of all of our Diablo teams to share the news and updates we have in store for you today. We've got a lot of Diablo to cover, and I hope you'll agree with me that it's a great time to be a member of this
I
community.
think this guy's a vegan. He has
Alright,
the
let's
tattoo
kick things
vegan
off
on his
with
shirt.
Diablo 4.
Or on his arm.
We first shared our game with you during Blizzcon of 2019, and we've been truly humbled by your response.
Yeah,
We've
because
kept in
people were
touch
pissed off
through
that you said,
quarterly
buy
updates
fucking phones,
and
assholes.
sincerely appreciate the thoughts and valuable feedback you've provided as we unveil more and more of the game and share in its development. After all, Diablo belongs to you as much as it belongs to us. Most recently, we teased an update to our campfire screen, and savvy fans, of course, understood that we meant more than just the character lighting and fire visual effects. That's right. Today, we're happy to announce a brave new soul joining the barbarian, the sorcerer, and the druid on this dangerous journey back to Sanctuary. A class is one of the most exciting things you can announce in a Diablo game. This one is especially exciting to me, as it's a re-envisioning of one of the first classes to ever appear in the series. Let's have a look.
Okay.
Your prayers do not fall on deaf ears. Just know they are being heard. There is justice within the light, but you have to be patient.
I wanted to get into Diablo.
Now, pray with me.
But I can't stand that it's a top-down.
May Akarat guide and protect me.
May he shepherd my soul
May he shepherd my soul.
and grant it mercy.
And granted mercy.
What are you doing here? This is not the time.
But this
Ew.
is confession. And I.
Ah, is that an ear?
Yeah.
I was a thief who stole from those
Ew.
more fortunate. I strayed from your light.
Oh, she has multiple ears.
And found my trade in the shadows. They call it murder. I say, job well done.
I love this one. She can chop off my ear any day.
I am a thief, a heretic. heretic. A murderer, father. Will Akarat save me?
Cut off his ear.
You mock our light. But those monsters were a scourge upon my flock. And you were the answer to their prayers.
Then we are settled. And you owe me.
An ear.
The name you seek is...
Ah,
Thank
that's
the
why.
Heavens for you.
Heavens.
You're
I
ahead of me
assure
by like
Father.
5 seconds.
Yeah, that's why I should have an ear.
New class, the Rogue. Woo!
Hades, man. Come on.
I can totally get into this actually. It's so long as I don't have to play Diablo 1, 2, or 3 in order to understand this game. Which I don't think so. I think all Diablo games are different. This game does look really good.
Open it. He's
Like
gonna die.
Yeah, like I said, you're ahead of me by like
Ew.
a few seconds. What the fuck?
Oh. There's hurt my ears.
Ah, come on, dude.
I don't know how I'm ahead of you though. Like, we're literally watching the same thing.
I have no idea.
Just the sound of that ear getting pierced by the hook is so brutal. I feel like it's gonna haunt me for a long time. I've been a huge fan of the Rogue ever since the original Diablo. Even seeing them come back as NPCs and mercenaries in Diablo 2's Rogue Encampment served as a great bridge between the games. With the setting of Diablo 4 being a larger world than we've ever played in before, we're excited to show you not just what the successors to the original Rogues in the series have been up to since the fall of their order, but also what some of the other Rogues in the world of Sanctuary might look like. The mantra for Diablo 4 has been customization first, and the Rogue takes this to a whole new level. From the beginning, the Rogue has been an incredibly flexible class, able to adapt to any situation. Our goal is to let you create the kind of Rogue that you want to play. Whether it's an unrivaled archer modeled after the original Sisterhood, or a cloak and dagger rogue from the darkest
Assassin's
valleys
Creed.
of Chaldeum. In Diablo 4, you will have the freedom to create the rogue that you imagine by customizing the looks, the background, and the playstyle of your character. Please stick around for our segment later today, where I'll be joined by other members of the Diablo 4 team to share a closer look at the rogue class, as well as some of the open world gameplay that we're bringing to the game. Spoilers, those severed ears are not just for show.
That's how you gain
Diablo
health.
4 is not the only Diablo game we're talking about today. If you're looking for an authentic Diablo experience on mobile, we've got you covered. Diablo Immortal has everything you'd expect from a AAA action RPG. From the visceral combat and epic loot to an all-new story, bridging the gap between the events of Diablo 2 and Diablo 3. Later today, you can join the Immortal team, where they'll talk about some of the things they've learned from their recent alpha test and what's next for the game. But that's still not all. We have one last bit of very exciting Diablo news to cover. When you hear us talk about the classes, the items, or the stories of the early Diablo games, you may have picked up on the absolute reverent tone we reserve for that golden era of Diablo.
For
Maybe
Diablo
you share
Immortal?
that love of the classics.
I don't
and
know.
just hearing us talk about them
That seems like a
makes
very
you wanna
big
take
game
on
to come out on
Mephisto or
PC.
Baal one more time.
Because he said
Or
it bridges
maybe
the gap
even
between
for
2 and
first
3.
time. After all, Some of our favorite moments happened a long time ago, and not just in Sanctuary years. If so,
maybe that's not that
we
long
have
of
a
a game.
special surprise for you today. Let's check it out.
Yay, more Diablo. But after this, we get Overwatch, so I'm happy.
And it's nothing but skin.
Listen, man, I'm excited. If they're gonna just show like the outfits, I'm gonna be happy.
Were these the demons from? Don't do it. It seems.
Ooh.
I'm not acceptable. Look what they've done to me.
Are they re-releasing the old Diablo games?
Lord of Terror.
Game to find a genre.
20 years ago.
Oh my god.
A game to find a genre.
Though this be our darkest hour.
Ah!
Oh my god.
Look at that game, dude! New now experience the terror. Remastered for a new generation.
Oh, dude, that looks good.
Oh, that looks great, dude!
I mean, it's still not the best looking.
No, but oh, that's cute. I like that. Oh, that's really cool. They're re-releasing the game.
Console. Wait, with cross progression?
And consoles with cross progression. That's so good!
Does it mean like you can play on console and
yeah,
PC?
you log into your Diablo or your Blizzard net on your PlayStation or something like that, and then you can just pick it up where you left off, and so long as you're logged into the same thing. It saves on the cloud. That's cool.
Resurrected. Oh, it's only 2. Hey, if he is caught. Alright.
Okay, so Jack, just so you know, I don't want to get spoiled on anything Overwatch related, so just chillax.
After more than 20 years, the Dark Wanderer has returned. And once again...
Oh, hey, you're not the Diablo
east,
guy.
Always east. Diablo 2
He's a Diablo 2 guy.
landmark game for Blizzard. Diablo 2 Resurrected is a full HD remaster of both the original
I mean,
game
I was going to say what time I'm at, but I
and
can't see
the
what time I'm at because
expansion,
all it says is
Lord of
live.
Destruction. It takes the 2D sprite-based classic that we love and brings it into the present in 3D, utilizing up-to-date graphical rendering and lighting
Those
technologies.
sprites looked really good for the time.
Also includes modernizing all 27 minutes of cinematics, recreated shot for shot with the explicit intention of preserving both the look and the pacing of the original movies. Blizzard has a long history of games that we're proud of. And when we think about Diablo 2, we think about it as a definitive pillar in our foundation. Now, it's funny to think that some of you weren't even born when D2 was released, which makes it all the more important that we deliver an authentic experience wherever you play. We want everyone to relive their memories or experience the game for the very first time on their platform of choice. And so we're excited to bring Diablo 2 Resurrected to PC and console, along with cross-progression. And for those of you who are in love with the original, and you just wish it worked more seamlessly on modern computers, you can bring back all of that nostalgia exactly as you remember, and enjoy the game in its original 2D form, much like we did with StarCraft Remastered. Obviously, there's a lot to talk
I like
about.
that because Blizzard's not afraid
Later
to like
today,
cater to fans.
Diablo speedrunner Mr. Llama will host a roundtable with members of the development team on the dedicated Diablo channel. If you are a Diablo 2 fan, I encourage you to take a look.
Okay. I'm not.
So, from Diablo 2 Resurrected, to Burning Crusade Classic, to the Blizzard Arcade Collection, it's a whole lot of looking back.
Here we go.
And while we have teams dedicated to bringing these timeless experiences into your hands, it's actually a very small percentage of our developers working on these projects. Far more people are working on the future of Blizzard. And in addition to what we'll be talking about during the show, we can't wait to tell you even more about our plans over the course of this year and beyond. If you had asked us 30 years ago what gaming would look like today, none
They're
of us
padding
could have
for
predicted
time.
the current Blizzard lineup of games. The advances
They're
in
padding for
technology
time
are
'cause
one
I don't got
thing,
much to talk
but
about
it's
for
really
Overwatch
what
2.
those advances have enabled that's even more incredible. If you think about the people who play games and the communities that have grown up around them, the way people can connect instantly, no matter where they are in the world, the way people are increasingly able to express their identity and celebrate who they are through their favorite games, communities, and platforms. The explosion of things like streaming, cosplay, and esports. It would have been hard to imagine any of that 30 years ago. And at Blizzard, that is what excites us about the next 30 years. There is so much that we're working on. And some of it you already know about. The rest, we look forward to talking to you about it when the time is right. Just like the real world, the worlds of Warcraft, Diablo, StarCraft, Heroes of the Storm, Overwatch, and Hearthstone are diverse, expansive, and full of potential. We are not only iterating on the experiences that you've come to expect from us, we're also exploring different ways to express our worlds and welcome more players from more places into them. And we aspire to continue to lead
I'm
on
expecting someone in the background just to try to like tell them to
toxicity
expand because they're not ready yet to
continue
show
supporting
Overwatch.
causes that have a positive impact on the real world. We want to continue to bring
We got
those same
nothing.
feelings of
Yeah, we have nothing.
that we all felt
Now time to show
when we first
Overwatch.
defeated the Lich
Stream ends. Like, and now Overwatch.
I would cry.
Because
No,
we
play
dig out
Fortnite in order to
those
find out what's going
experiences
on with Overwatch 2.
we can't help but see the
I bet you they would
similarities
add Diva to Fortnite and
Feel
Tracer.
what's
Like,
possible
add all those skins and Genji.
They probably would do Tracer
Of
or
course.
Diva.
There are new
They would do
Blizzard worlds
Genji,
that
Tracer,
we haven't
Diva.
Hey, Ephraim, he said
maybe
Blizzard
Vic-
World. Ephraim, he
And
said
when
Blizzard
we do
World.
finally unveil those games and experiences, our hope is that you will see in them what we do. That no matter who you are or where you're from, they are spaces where you can create new stories, forge new friendships, and make memories.
Okay, I
worthy
get it.
of
It's
lasting lifetime.
Overwatch. There's-
And through it all,
Oh my God!
mission statement
They're showing the Blizzard
of being
campus.
dedicated to creating the most epic entertainment experiences.
They're definitely padding.
Yeah,
along
no
with our core
shit.
values, led by gameplay first, will continue to guide our way.
Please, fuck
On
Blizzard
behalf
World.
of everyone at Blizzard, thank you
YT
for
audio
being
up,
on this
Matt.
journey. For me personally, it is the honor of my professional life to serve you, and the honor of all
That's
of
as
us
high
at
as I can
Blizzard
really put it
to be
without
the
my audio
caretakers
fucking up.
of the worlds that you play in. We are so excited.
Can I still
for
be
what's to
heard
come
on Twitch
this year,
or no?
next year, and the
Hold on.
next 30 years. Now, what's coming next for the show? Well, it depends on where you watch. For those of you looking for an update on Overwatch,
Oh, never mind. I guess it's fine.
check out the behind-the-scenes look into the development of Overwatch 2 over on their dedicated channel right after the conclusion of opening ceremonies. There, you'll hear about Overwatch 2.
Okay, I
new
wasn't sure
content,
because
new
I didn't want
features,
to. I didn't want to mess with
including
it
new
too
maps.
much.
Is
hero
this something about
missions,
Overwatch
talent
2?
trees, and more of what we think will make
He was
Overwatch
saying,
2 a unique gameplay experience.
Find out the latest
For
news on
World
the
of
game.
They're gonna
that
go in. They're
we
gonna go into
Diablo,
Overwatch
and Hearthstone,
2. They're gonna
you'll
go into
get a
Overwatch,
closer
but then
look
you have to
on
tune
their
into
respective
Overwatch's
channels.
Overwatch's YouTube channel to figure out
And on
what's
the
going on.
dedicated strategy channel, some StarCraft legends will be going head-to-head in epic competition. Once again, welcome to BlizzCon Line. Be good to one another. Welcome home.
Before we kick
Before we
things
kick
off,
things
the real
off,
shit.
Here's a little something from a previous BlizzCon headliner.
Hey, thanks for having us. We're Metallica. Thanks
What?
for having us at
What?
BlizzCon 2014. We would love to be there this year, but obviously
Why the
can't
fuck do
be.
they have Metallica?
So here we are, and this is for you.
though a lot of this is virtual, like this is awesome in like public.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn that down because that's really loud. Later, Charlie. Hope you have a good one.
She leaving?
Yeah.
Charlie, no.
I thought this was Doom for a second, but I'm like, no, that makes no sense.
Doom wished they had Metallica.
Why the fuck this actually goes off, dude?
Available now on Diablo 2.
On Diablo 2. No, this is them. They're gonna remake the entire Overwatch soundtrack. Ay ay yi.
Dude, this is cool. Like, imagine like actually going to this and see them play.
Metallica?
Like, bro, that'd be like amazing. Alright, this is probably super easy.
Yeah, I saw
Over.
Metallica in concert. Where at? BlizzCon.
It's not Metallica. Metallica's more like a hard like rock. They're not like screamo.
Yeah. That's what I thought they were.
That's screamo.
Like, I don't know what screamo meant. I don't want to say it. I don't think so.
Take a look to the sky just before you die. It's the last time you will.
Ah, shit, that's stool.
Yeah, fuck that stool.
Boom.
They are literally padding for the runtime. Like, who can we have on? Some Metallica. I want to be that guy on the drums.
That's right.
All right. Cool.
Ah!
Overwatch.
Yeah, that's that. That's that new Ryan skin right there.
Cool.
What's this? Not. What is this? What's this flash animation?
Oh, it's their 30th.
What is it?
It's their 30th anniversary animation that they made.
A rock and roll race. What the hell is this flash animation? I'll be so.
For Lordaeron!
That's funny. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Diablo!
What can I do for you? What can I do for you?
Your death will
Do something.
This animation's funny.
That is funny.
StarCraft!
Morta Vespa Gaia.
Diablo 2.
Strike with great vengeance.
Yeah! World of Warcraft!
No, that's Warcraft 3. That was World of Warcraft.
You are not prepared.
Okay, bye. Let's King!
For your soul.
Diablo.
The dragon! Who destroyed Stormwind?
Your time has come.
Oh, she got the super.
Ah, it's going Super Saiyan.
Diablo 3.
What the fuck is going on?
That turd face, bro.
Hi!
This low?
Strange.
Oh my god.
Hang on a sec, I'm behind.
Okay.
Greetings to you.
I'm behind.
Seems you're ready for the real thing.
Like a few seconds. Heroes of the Storm!
Watch.
Oh my god, it's Hanamura! It's Hanamura in the background!
Hey, look at me.
Oh, looks like we got an audience.
I'm getting good at this.
Wait, damn black guy, is that racist?
I am in the groove.
Turret online.
Oh, when Symmetra had 6 turrets!
Piece of cake.
Who's that one dude? Who's the one guy next to you?
Woo!
There's some guy on the fucking.
Happy 30th anniversary, Blizzard.
I'm not gonna lie, if I saw that at this, I'd be really disappointed.
I would have laughed my ass off because it's so stupid.
Like, I would, like, if they did, like, an actual, like, good, like, 3D animation version, that would be awesome.
Alright, I'm gonna check on Overwatch's YouTube channel.
Behind the scenes to explain
Oh,
more
yeah,
of
we're
what
going-
we're
okay, so
doing
go on,
and why.
Everybody, please hit record. Fingers crossed.
We lost Scott.
Okay.
Off to a good start.
This is going great.
We've been assembling one of the
What the
best
hell?
teams that I
Whoa.
have ever worked
Oh, Rush
with.
too. Yo, Kenji, whoa.
And I am so proud of the progress that we have made together.
Dude, Soldier! Oh my
I
god!
really like the stylized drop
Wait.
down.
Imagine that
Whoa.
it's coming forward, boom, boom.
This game
starts
looks
to
so
spin.
good!
The scale
Whoa,
and the scope of this
Toronto!
game
What
has
is
meant that we've needed to grow substantially.
We have to. Sorry.
Let me start over.
Overall, I think we've done incredibly
There's
well
a
as a
puppy!
team moving to work from home.
Summers.
Cat!
Oh, Jesus.
There have definitely been challenges,
What the?
but the team is really putting everything
Hey.
we've got behind this game.
To me, it's the next big step in the Overwatch universe. New heroes, game modes,
that looks like
major story beats.
With competitive and PvE, I see Overwatch 2 as the Overwatch for all of my friends.
You know, we're always inspired by what
Oh,
story
that's
franchise
cool.
development does with
I
the
can't
animated
see,
shorts.
but the HUD is so good.
We really wanted to bring that
Wait, did
cinematic
you see
experience
your
into the
teammates?
game.
You can invest in
Yo,
your
Med,
heroes
look on the
and grow
side.
them
You can see
over
your teammates.
time.
Oh.
I'm super geeked out about Overwatch 2.
I can't wait for you to play this game. It just gets better and better.
There
Old
are
man
some
soldier.
things that we just
No,
can't
did
do
you see-
with
yes!
Oh, bro, look at him running! Bro, look at him running! Well, they had to do stand on
So
Ryan.
thank
with
you
that skin,
so
bro.
much
They
for
have
your
to.
patience so far, and I hope you enjoy this behind-the-scenes look at Overwatch 2.
Overwatch 2! PvP new maps and role updates.
All of our players at
Bro,
home,
old
they
man
want to
soldier.
see
I like you can see your
one of the new
teammates'
maps
health on the
that we've
side.
never
That-
talked about
That's
before.
so cool.
Really? I can just like
Charlie, where's
I can
Charlie?
just talk about anything that I want to.
Charlie,
You're
there's allied
serving
health
this up to the
bars.
guy that is like unintentionally leaked information in past interviews.
You can do it officially now.
Okay, so one of the maps that I'm most excited for in Overwatch 2 is our Rome map.
Rome? There's Rome! Oh my god!
We always
Oh,
want
that's
Overwatch to feel
awesome,
like this
dude.
globe-trotting adventure for our players. So we're having a lot of fun coming up with the Overwatch version of Rome.
We wanted a very romantic, sort of this powerful feeling of old world architecture. One of the most exciting things for me is the early
that's
building of these
awesome.
maps, where we get to sit down together with
Oh,
key
Jesus.
people
Look at that
from the
concept
environment
art.
team, level designers, effects groups. We'll spend some time talking about moments in the game that we really want to see, like the Colosseum or a grand view of the hills of Rome in the backdrop. And then we'll go back and do a paint over, or we'll do a concept painting of certain things based on that.
We try to draw inspiration from as many different sources as
Oh, dude, that's
possible.
cool.
For example,
Did you see like the
one of our
statues, like,
environment
a
artists
hologram?
had just taken a trip
I
to
thought that was
Rome,
kinda cool.
and he returned with
It's like after it got
thousands
destroyed,
of
so they
pictures
just
and was
released the hologram.
so excited to work on a map set in Italy.
There's a lot of ancient architecture in Rome that represents the empire that it used to be. So we brought some of that
Oh,
back.
that's cool.
Some of the
They're
things
doing
that
a
were
hologram
destroyed in
museum.
real life, we kind of rebuilt in a kind of an Overwatch style.
It's one of the most beautiful pieces of environment art that I think we've made for the entire game, and it just absolutely took my breath away.
Wow.
That looks cool.
Imagine defending
Can
on
we
this
review
map.
our maps?
Yes, Scott. Scott, why don't you have the honor? Why don't you reveal, like, is there an artified, like, let's pick an artified one.
I know what map I want to talk about.
Oh,
It's
we're
the
talking
one that
about a
I
map.
just get super excited about. New York City.
New York City!
New York
We're going
City
to Manhattan!
is just
Oh my
an
God!
amazing Overwatch location.
Damn, you're definitely ahead of me. I can't. I'm so.
We're really striving to make it as authentic as possible while still putting this Overwatch spin on it.
There's a lot of amazing buildings and architecture pieces
Oh,
that
that's-
just, especially for artists,
Oh,
stands
that's
out
cool,
a
bro.
lot. And they usually use this kind of Art Deco style from the 1920s, 1950s.
We started in an area that's a little bit like the village.
Mario's
There's some
place,
smaller shops
bro.
there. There's a
Marquis,
fire station,
fire station.
little pizza places, and things that people that are familiar with New York City will either
Uptown, the
recognize
Bronx,
or
GCT.
maybe
Oh.
see the reference
Oh,
that we're trying to
Carmel.
make with some of our different locations. It
Oh,
feels
dude,
like
it's gonna be
something
annoying
you haven't
going
seen in
inside the
other
train.
games before because it's
Bro, you know
uniquely
campers are probably gonna be
Overwatch.
that, dude.
Well, yeah, but it's also defense and attack, probably.
Well,
right?
we should move
Yeah,
on.
but, like, bro,
Otherwise,
imagine,
we
like, a
just have
bastion
to
turret in there.
reveal
Scared.
more maps. So
Oh, we're talking about more
we were
maps.
talking about PvP, and
Okay, so
you
we
know,
got
one
we got Rome
thing
and we got New
that
York
I think
City
is
confirmed.
really interesting about PvP in Overwatch 2 is some of the philosophical changes we're making to the approach.
PvP feels different and new. We're upgrading our combat feel. The roles are playing differently. When it comes to all new maps, it's a pretty big departure from where we are on live right now. So I can't wait to see where we end up with it by the time we launch this thing.
Yo, look at the HUD!
We're also experimenting with the idea we call role
Fire
passes,
strike, my boy!
which are passive abilities that a hero can have based on what role they are. For example, currently in our internal builds, the tank heroes
Yo, look at Lucio, bro!
have protection against them, and they also generate less ultimate charge for enemies
look at
that shooting
Lucio's
at them.
thing, dude.
Damage
Look at the
dealing
characters
heroes
in the
have a
corner.
movement speed bonus, which is great
Bro,
for
oh,
flanking around the map.
There's more
And
movement speed!
healing heroes, support heroes have automatic healing that kicks in after they haven't taken damage for a while, very similar to Mercy's passive, but a little bit of a lower rate.
One of the more shocking changes that we've been exploring in Overwatch 2 PvP is a change to the tank
It's just
role
an upgrade. That's what I love about
that's
it.
applied to all of the tanks. We want to try to make
Oh,
them
so it's only healers
more
that see your
toe-to-toe
teammates.
brawlers and
Okay, that
less
makes sense.
characters that
less
just
clutter
stand
for the
back and
DPS
protect other people.
Yeah.
So, for example, for Reinhardt, we've given him 2 charges
dude,
of fire strikes, so we can throw fire strikes
Two
off
fire
him
strikes!
aggressively
Fire
and
strikes!
often.
Fire
Also,
strikes!
his charge.
Oh,
he's able to
bro,
cancel it now,
that-
so you can steer it more aggressively, so you can, not quite turn a corner, but you can definitely more accurately pin targets. And because
Oh, you can
cancel
move
it
better?
much more aggressively and really
Bro,
go after those key
Matt,
targets
bro, I'm
without
gonna-
feeling like
bro,
you're
I'm
gonna
gonna love
sacrifice
that role.
all of your positioning, everything to get there.
Nah,
It's
bro, I'm
almost
gonna
more
love this
terrifying now
role,
with this be able to unleash his full
Bro, that's so
arsenal more often
broken.
than
Imagine a
just being
shatter
out
and
with
2
shield.
fire strikes.
The changes to Reinhardt that we're
Oh my
trying,
god,
and
Matt.
they
Dude,
might
I'm gonna
not
kill it as
shift,
Reinhardt,
that's just the
bro.
reality. But the changes
I'm gonna literally,
that we're trying right
bro, I'm gonna
now
kill it as
are
Reinhardt in
to
this
try
game, bro.
to embrace more of that instinct that players
Bro,
have
literally a
when you
shatter
wanna
and
play
2
a
fire
big
strikes.
burly
That's so
character
broken.
that looks aggressive and feels
Unless
like
it's like
it
really
should be
nerfed.
aggressive.
Like unless like it's like half
doesn't do as much damage.
Yeah, but and I love that I can move around now.
Combat upgrade. Combat
After
upgrades.
BlizzCon, we spun up
Definitely
this
Reinhardt.
group, our combat field group,
Well, they just went
to
over
really
Reinhardt.
just
We're gonna go over
work
too.
on what happens
dude, that's so
when a
broken.
player holds the trigger.
We're putting a ton of effort into looking at all of our characters and trying to give them even a more visceral weapon feel.
From sound to VFX to animation to the design of these units, all new sounds for a lot of our weapons in the game, and a whole new sound system that's driving it. And we didn't just level up a unit, we leveled up the rest of the game.
What?
When we
Oh,
first
that's a
started
new
working on
character.
Overwatch, we spent quite a bit of time working on gunfire sounds and just general combat feel to make it feel really awesome. We're revisiting pretty much everything.
That's
Nothing's
longer.
on
Oh,
the
the
table.
real
So
tie-dye
we're
that was
looking at
longer.
even kind of small things such as quick melee attacks that every hero has. So
Quick melee?
they have kind of new audio pass and
Okay.
a new
just
kind
going over
of
audio.
feel
Whoa!
and visual effect when you hit things.
One of the bigger efforts we're
Bro, I love how
undertaking
it's like
for Overwatch
it's still
2
the
is
same
what we're
like
calling our
map.
Weapon
It's just slightly
2.0
upgraded.
sound
Oh,
pass.
that's kind of cool.
What this is a big overhaul to the weapon system.
So like this is like what I kind of
that
like.
means the way
is
the gun
you have
feels in your
or
hand.
It's really just like an upgrade.
You can feel the ammo running out
Oh,
as
that's
you're getting
cool.
lower on the cliff.
And you
We've
can
really
hear
tried
the
to
ammo run
amplify
out.
those
It's an
sounds
audio cue
to
now
better
almost.
encapsulate the
There's
gameplay
also,
and the
ammo
gunplay
count,
that
but
comes
there's an
with
audio
Overwatch
cue
2.
now,
Yeah.
but I can't look down.
See, Matt, like this is
Another
awesome.
key for the weapons was getting them to
Damn.
feel like they're in the environment. This meant working with convolution reverb. It's a new system
That was
that
a good
we've
look at,
implemented
I
into
can vault.
Overwatch. It's a way that we can capture the
Like, they look the
acoustics of an
same, they just-
environment
it's just
and
more
transport
upgraded.
it
I know,
Oh, that's
onto
why
the
I kinda
sounds
like
that
that.
we're using.
There's
So
no
we
reason
went
to
and
Well, it's like
captured tales of guns in different environments
Oh, of course.
through our weapon shoots.
That's for Widowmaker and Ash. Sombra.
And then we've cut them and
Soldier,
applied it so
or
that we can
maybe.
support a lot more environments. Now we're supporting outdoor,
Yeah,
urban
soldier.
outdoor, warehouse tales,
Yo!
tight
Oh, that's
tunnels,
cool.
small rooms, and it gives a lot more
Bro,
presence
that's
to the weapons
awesome.
in
It's
the
like
way
it's
that
like
they
different like
react in the
sounds,
world.
like
The shooter
environment.
genre
That's
has evolved
awesome,
a lot
bro.
since Overwatch 1 came out. On top of that, I think we really want to push the
They're
visceral
not wrong, dude.
nature
Look at like
of
Battlefield
how we
and
do
Call of
combat.
Duty.
So we
like,
focused a
sound,
lot, not
like,
just on
Sound
the
matters.
wonderful sound effects, but also with
Yeah, bro.
how
Call of
the
Duty
gun
and like
moves as you
Battlefield
shoot.
definitely.
You know,
Plus,
so
like
you can really feel
when like you.
every single shot.
Oh,
leaving
there's
the
sound,
chamber.
bro.
And there's a lot of subtle little
Ooh, they
tweaks
changed
we
the
have to
headshot
do
sound.
on the gameplay engineering side to make that feel
Oh man, not only
really
that, bro. With
Everything
PS5,
from
we got like
making
the
sure that
motion
the camera
shit.
shakes
So
are
like we
crisp,
actually like have to
making
like
sure that if
slightly
you
hold
get
it down.
shot, you know exactly
Wait, what's your
these
ultimate?
tight indicators show up on the outside of your reticle.
Oh,
all
shit,
these
I
things
didn't think
play into
Soldier's
making the
ultimate.
game feel not just
tight
Is
and
she
responsive,
GPS?
but also
I think she's
Take 76, for example. What we wanted to do in
No, wait,
Overwatch
no,
2
she might
with
be
his
DPS,
weapon
I think.
was make it really feel incredibly powerful, and that
Damn!
happens with a bunch of different
Oh my
elements that mix together. But it really feels like the gun
Bastion
is
just hit the bird
almost just
anymore?
outside of your control. A lot of that comes down to this camera shake technology, where every
Overwatch
every
2.
time you fire the weapon, you want to feel like
feels
it's
the
running through your entire
recoil!
body, and the camera shake gives that extra bite to every single shot out of the chamber. It makes him feel really great.
You guys got a sneak peek of Sojourn from last Blizzcon. She's been under development for quite a while, and she's actually quickly at this point become a lot of people's favorites
bro.
in the
It looks
house.
like a
When we look back at Overwatch when it was originally created,
I can't tell what she
there was
is.
a lot of heroes that were made
Just
from a
use her
gameplay
tell.
standpoint,
It
kind
looks
of
like a healer,
surrounding a weapon type. For example, Farah
Yeah, I don't
is
think she's
based
a
on
tank
a rocket
either,
launcher
'cause you have
hero.
more health.
Widowmaker is clearly like kind of the sniper. We thought there was a weapon that was kind of
Ah,
missing that would be
suck.
a lot of fun to play with, and that's a railgun. It's so much fun in the playtest to have
She
this
has a
really
railgun?
powerful shot that can,
Railgun?
rip
What
through
is
enemies
this
if you
shit?
really are accurate with it. And she's all about that aim skill. So
Oh, dude,
if,
that's
if you got that aim skill,
bro.
you'll
So
love
if
her.
you hold it, you charge it.
We're
or
still
something.
exploring
Like,
new
you can
game
make it
modes.
first.
And
How's your
we're
ult?
also reevaluating older game modes that people are more critical of. You know, we're of the mindset maybe 2CP doesn't exist in Overwatch 2, and maybe there's a new cool game mode that replaces it. We
2CP's
really
gone?
want Overwatch 2 to feel like the next
What's that?
evolution,
Maps like
a
Helios.
true sequel to
Oh.
the first game, not an
Or not
add-on.
Helios, excuse me,
It's not a
Horizon,
small part.
Horizon.
It's not an extension of the original game. This is an evolution and a replacement to the original game, and I think it's exciting.
Horizon.
Hero missions are probably one of the things that's the hardest to wrap your head around if you've
Oh,
never
those are cool.
played one of them.
Oh, yes.
The goal around
That's what people
hero
want,
missions
though,
is
bro.
for these to be this co-op PvE experience.
I personally
it's
only
four-player
play competitive
co-op,
mode.
too.
Like I'm
Oh
all about
my
that
God,
competition.
they're gonna definitely
And I
play the
have
shit
friends
out
that
of
they don't want to do that at all. So I'm really looking forward to a game that I can play hours and hours with my friends who aren't in competitive, and it's also something that I'm interested in.
Hero missions are the content that people are playing
Why should it
as
look like
they
that?
are
Does it look
leveling
like-
up their
does it look like
heroes.
a
And
new
so
skin? Or
for
does it
a
look
system
new?
like this to really sing, you need a lot of
He looks the
missions.
same.
We don't want players to feel like they're just in this grind to get to the top.
And there's a lot of really, really good back-end technology.
what was the chatter?
So that the heroes are
saw
constantly
that?
bringing
Yeah,
their
that-
personality
that was one of
and
Reinhardt's
some
other
light
things.
story to these hero missions as well.
The
It's like a
goal is
full
to make
circle.
Yeah,
as
that-
many as
you
possible,
changed the way Reinhardt's
hundreds
shadow
of
worked
hero
with
missions.
the upgrade.
We've explored a lot of different ways of getting
that's
to that much content. So have like different sets of enemy units that people will be fighting against, and there's different hero mission types.
So it's like kind of like
At the
some-
same time, hero missions can take
wait,
place
who
on all
is
of the
that?
multiplayer maps that we've done, and we're also adding new
Hollywood.
spaces onto some of these maps.
That's King's Row.
Whoa, that
It's
looks
a
like
huge
Steamboat.
challenge for the art team. We take maps
lighting.
that a lot of
lighting.
people love and recognize, and we have to
I
add
thought
a
the
lot
lighting looked
more
better.
art and level
I thought it
design
looked
Yeah,
to
it
it.
did look a lot better.
In this one hero mission playtest, we came up to an area in
That's so
King's Row
easy.
that usually has a gate
It's only
on
like they're
it.
doing that
Suddenly
seems so
that
easy,
gate
but it's like so
opened, and I saw a new area of King's
adding a
Row
new
that I
area of
had
King's
never
Row!
seen before.
You may be playing a payload game type, and the payload may decide to take this new route instead of going the usual route.
That was really, really cool. It
Oh,
was like
that's
this eye-opening
really
special
cool.
moment.
Yeah, that's that one corner map where you can flank people.
Lan,
Oh,
our lead tech artist
Whoa.
on the environment side, very early on our own free time, made a prototype of a
that's gonna be so
sandstorm on the
confusing.
Temple of Anubis map.
And at the time, we didn't know what we wanted to do with that, but it looked awesome.
We looked at it and went, oh my god, we absolutely have to do this.
So we put some new technology in place that allows us to do this dynamically.
Oh.
You start the mission off, clear day,
Yeah,
midway through the
definitely.
mission, suddenly this sandstorm
Whoa.
or heavy weather would show up.
It
Wait,
made
what
the
map's this?
world just feel so
Oh,
much
is
more
that
alive.
Toronto?
There's a sunset,
That's
daytime,
new.
nighttime,
There's
but
different
depending on where you are in the world, these look
that's
different.
cool.
California or Hollywood would have what we call a California sun. In
La La
Bali, there's a
Land.
great African sun that happens there. You start to get a sense of
Whoa,
space
like-
and
like
mood.
Lion
This is
King,
what
bro.
really brings the
Oh,
levels to
that's
life.
awesome, dude.
For me, the dynamic world's exciting.
Oh, this
Just seeing
confetti.
these dramatic
Oh.
landscapes,
It's
the
daytime,
wind
not
and the
night.
atmosphere blowing by. It's a much
Is that
more
New York?
cinematic experience for the player.
I think this is
Before you
Toronto.
start a mission, you
That-
look
this
at a
is
map.
Milani.
It's nighttime in Necropolis, or there's
Yeah,
a sandstorm
Milani,
in
bro.
Necropolis. Players can make some comp choices based on knowing this information.
That's a new death. Wait, is that
Characters
a
like
new
Hanzo or Widowmaker start to be a little more
Oh, wait,
valuable
no, it's
because
called
they
the
have
mission.
abilities
Yeah,
that
it's
allow
the
them to
mission.
see through the sand more clearly.
Wait, how come Hanzo has this?
Oh, this
Are we
makes
going to
sense. This
talk
makes
about
Widowmaker so
any
much
of the
viable.
types of objectives?
'Cause you
in
can, like,
hero
hide and shit.
missions?
Yeah, let's talk about the objectives. Players are being asked to do different things from one hero mission to the next so that they all feel really fresh to the player.
For example, we have Gather and Return, where you're trying to go and grab these different canisters to kind of safeguard them so they don't go off and affect the population in a negative way.
Oh.
It creates this
Oh,
really
there's
cool
a-
tension in
oh.
the
That could
world
be a new
where,
game
on the one
mode.
hand, you're trying to split up and go grab all these canisters
Yeah,
to
they
be
are.
as efficient as possible.
I know, but,
at the same time, now you're having these sort of special enemy units spawn that
I
are really
think so.
difficult, and if you kind of get caught by yourself, it turns into a
Well,
pretty
it's
bad
hero mode,
situation
but-
really quickly.
Whoa,
and it
what
feels
the hell?
extremely
Look at this
cooperative and like a
half-bird
very
robot.
different way to interact with the Overwatch universe.
So this is like
a crawler?
We're experimenting
is
with
like
all
the
sorts of
zombies of
ideas, and
Zombies.
just internally we have names
this
like
is kind of cool though.
Wall of Death, Scavenger
Oh,
Hunt,
this is a
and
a
Kill
field.
Quest, and all these new mechanics and enemies for people to experience.
why does that blow
Players will be
like-
able to
like a
jump
pirate,
in
bro?
night after
That's
night,
insane. That's
play different hero
Oh,
missions, and then work through the progression system, leveling up their heroes.
Progression and talents.
At BlizzCon in 2019, we started to talk about progression, and we showed the very early version
Yeah,
of
this is
our
what they showed
talent
earlier.
system, which I think was really cool. We had that one talent where like
Oh,
it
so it's
became
like
the
a
rolling
skill tree
snowball,
that you
which
can
was
swap
a big
in.
hit.
There's
We've
skill
really
trees.
blown that system out.
I'm
You
real
just do
excited about
ball?
talents. You can play the same hero in so many different ways. Now with the skill tree, you can have fun every night doing different things and kind of experimenting.
Bro,
Yeah,
look at
the
Mercy.
talent system
Look at
is like
Solar.
really deep and rich, and every single hero has different trees. You might open up 76's tree, and as you're leveling
Bro,
and
look at
picking new
Soldier
talents,
Dude.
you're starting to feel your hero
Bro.
change.
Oh, holy shit.
We've had some pretty hilarious versions of the healing one where his
Wait, this is only
biotic
hero
field
mode, or is it
travels
just
with
like-
him.
No, I
It
think
also
this also-
repulses
they said
enemies.
also
We
there's
called
gonna
it the
be a game
snowplow
mode. I
build,
think there's gonna be a
where
game
76
mode
is like
where you
running
can
through
play,
spaces,
like,
pushing enemies away from them.
Designing these is super fun
Oh, I
because
feel
it's like
like
we
that's
get to
gonna be
break all the
annoying,
rules
though.
that we've sort of established for
It is,
ourselves,
but
and
it's also
we get to really
Wait.
take the gloves off and do crazy
What was that?
things like
Valkyrie!
Junkrat can dual-wield grenade launchers, and we've had Mercy be able to area effect res their whole team at once at super long range through walls. It's been a ton of fun, kind of like mad scientists making all this stuff.
You're all used
you
to
don't have to be,
using
like,
these kind
next
of
to them?
kinetic weapons like Soldier 76's rifle or fire attack.
Now the real
like
question
what
is, do you do,
Reinhardt's
like,
Flame Strike
multiple
does.
people?
As soon as you start
Like,
to
so
mutate
there's,
these
like, a
things,
longer
talents,
cooldown.
all of a sudden maybe you're doing freeze
I think
damage
they might do
or
that, Matt.
electrical
Do you think they might
damage.
do that?
But it gives the
Maybe.
animators a bunch of crazy opportunities. You know,
Oh
animations
my
can change
God.
from freezing to shattering. And if you shock something with a lightning attack, it can shake in place and stun,
that's
maybe
cool,
chain
dude.
to other enemies. All sorts of stuff to
hit
make you
multiple
feel
people.
like you're controlling the battlefield in
Oh
novel
no,
ways.
it's like a chain lightning.
I mean,
As a huge RPG nerd myself, the first time I opened up the talent tree systems, it was like, oh my gosh,
Oh
this
my-
is,
You
this
got
is
3
speaking my
fire
love
strikes, look at
language.
that.
Like,
Oh.
I just want to plan, and I want to see like where do I want to invest, and how am I going to play this character.
Yes, it's so great. And you start at the bottom
Bro,
of the tree.
that's so
Like,
Yes,
oh my,
exactly.
like Tracer
my
gets to
God.
do what? And then you start working and kind of planning how you're
What?
gonna get down
What?
there. It's
What does
like
Tracer do?
it's so
Tracer's
fun.
post-spawn can kill multiple people.
Enemy units, null set.
When we look back at BlizzCon 2019 and we talk about some of the criticisms that we had, one of them as a development team that we felt was that the combat was just not engaging enough. So the fact that our combat wasn't highly engaging to us as players meant that we had a problem with the enemy units and that they just weren't feeling interesting enough.
Just because we show something to the public, it doesn't mean that that is what it's going to be. If we make discoveries where things aren't working how we want, they're not reading how we want, they're not fun enough,
this game is so
we're totally
early
down
also.
to
But I feel like
reinvestigate,
there's enough
reiterate,
here
and
to
just
make a beta.
really find ways to level kind of all aspects of things until they feel good.
I would say a major focus of all of 2020 was to make the null sector enemy units more engaging. And some of this was adding new units and evolving other units that we had.
interesting combat for us is varied combat for us. So sometimes we're going to ask you to protect something in Overwatch 2. Sometimes we're just going to ask you to get someplace. Sometimes we might ask you to escort something across a map while it's being attacked. And so it's a different type of spawning, and it's a different type of units that are in there, and it's a simpler objective.
There's a lot of units Aaron is talking about. Lots of different units, lots of different types. They serve different purposes. You do different things to them. It's really going to help a lot of us find the fun and make sure that Overwatch 2 is a blast.
One of those sets of enemies is what we internally call objective units. And they're typically units that don't even attack players. The simplest version would be something like the Breacher.
It's two legs with this huge bomb on its back. It was built to do one thing. Slowly and methodically march towards its objective, and then it transforms, and the bomb opens up like a flower. It starts spinning and charging up, and you hear this awesome sound, and you know you have a little bit of time before it's going to explode, and you have to take it out.
We have units like the slicers, which you guys have seen before. They're little, we call them the chickens.
Whoa,
chicken sleds. They're really fast. You know, we have a guy we're experimenting with right now who flies and drops these bombs like creepy, kind of ever-expanding smoke fields that you have to escape from because they're super deadly. So you really get to use your mobility options to kind of escape that.
There's things like
She's not even losing
you could be
count.
moving through these darker alleys, and as soon as you hear that polar spawn, it suddenly becomes really spooky and kind of scary.
This very tall, elegant-looking character that's blindfolded, 3 orbs that circle around her as her eyes, and we basically spun those orbs around her head as a big tell, launched them at the player, and then it activates this tractor beam, and it's bringing you in, and then you get this awesome anticipation of the hair opening up so you know what's about to happen.
Fuck that, dude.
One thing we've just recently been experimenting with is this idea of elite units. We didn't want the elite units to feel like they're just, oh, this guy's got double health and double damage. We want to make sure the elite units feel like they have different behaviors and have different attacks. So, for example, an Omnic Grunt, normally he fires his gun, he dies pretty simply. If you fight elite Grunt,
jump around,
his weapon fires in a burst fire pattern. It's very deadly if you're close. And if you manage to take them out, they don't just die right away. They instead can crawl on the ground towards you, and you try to back away because they get you and explode.
He's like
artillery at BlizzCon. We're all just staring at this, and we're like, what are we gonna do to level this up?
One of the things we really felt wasn't coming through was the damage states. We intend for players to shoot these guns off, but currently it's not reading as something that can happen in the game easily.
We changed the design, we changed the animation, and we go back and forth and just continually iterate.
We decided, hey, you know what? We're gonna just delete half of these damage states, so now it's super readable.
From an animation standpoint, we decided on spinning barrel version. Just did this really nice kickback. The tip of the barrel opens up when it's about to fire.
I feel like it's gonna be like so hard to do.
Like this.
It's really amazing to be fighting an artillery unit, and you can see the guns on the side, and as you're shooting the guns, they're actually visibly taking damage, and then you can blow them off, and it reacts and kind of stumbles to the side, and really makes you feel like you're there, and it's super fun.
In a lot of the stuff we've showed so far, you're fighting null sector. These are evil killing machines intent on marching you down. The way you're going to stop them is by shooting them, and we want to make sure that feels responsive and visceral. Really making sure that when they take a hit, it feels like their whole body is being punched, almost like hit by a truck. That's what really sells this fantasy that you're playing these superheroes. One of the cool pieces of technology that we created was what we call chain hit reactions. Oftentimes you'll find null sector bunched up, marching maybe a half a dozen units abreast. You expect if you shoot one, they're going to knock into their buddies.
So that's cool. There's damage to them. Turns out you shoot a guy in its way. What the
fuck was that? New heroes!
One of the things that we showed last year at BlizzCon was the new looks for our heroes. The theory kind of going in was like, you want to preserve the essence of your hero, but also kind of show that heroes evolve and kind of change and move forward. So we have a lot more new looks. So I'm excited to see how players and fans react to all of the ones that we've done so far.
Maybe we'll share some of those new looks today, which would be cool.
Come on, please!
We're going to reveal McCree's new look as well as
Farah,
and we're really excited to show off some of our first villains with Reaper and Widowmaker.
Yes!
But first I wanted to talk a little bit about technical wear, kind of like technical clothing. What that really is using
Whoa!
very techie
That
fabrics,
looks awesome,
as well
bro.
as having very intricate but functional
Lucio!
straps designed in a way that is
That's
very
awesome,
aesthetically
dude.
pleasing.
And it's got a little
With
beat trap
McCree,
symbol.
we took a couple different approaches.
McCree?
She's got
Oh!
this classic cowboy look that it's
Oh,
really
I
hard
love
to
it.
mess
Like
with because
he's
if
got
you
like a
try to
red-
make him
Yeah,
too
he's a, like,
sophisticated
oh.
or too techie, it might not feel right for the character. But as a concept artist, you always want to change things around and try different shapes and silhouettes. So we did identify as Red Serape as the main thing for McCree. We also tried a couple different things with McCree's cowboy hat.
So it's like
I
a
didn't
red
really want to mess
jacket.
with that too
Yeah,
much.
so it's like a jacket.
Because that's a very iconic part of him. So that's another piece that we kept. We tried some retro cowboy looks that mixed in some tech here and there. Some that were a little bit more techie than others.
should
Some that
have
were a
an
little bit more
e-cigarette.
classic cowboy.
Oh,
We gave him
dude,
a little
look at
bit
his, like,
of a longer
legs,
beard,
bro.
and
Like,
it really
look at,
gives him
like,
a nice
robo
kind of
knees.
like a more aged look.
Oh, he's got a robot chest too.
What's different about Farah than some of our other heroes is Farah's completely covered in armor. We didn't want to change her silhouette too much.
Whoa!
It was
It's
more
canon
about
now.
experimenting
It looks
on
kind of
different
the same
colors.
though.
So
It
it
does, but the
felt really
lighting on her
appropriate
suit
for
looks
her to
different.
be the one to harken back to those original Overwatch colors of white and blue. One of the things that we wanted to update on Farah was her visor. Instead of being completely opaque and reflective,
Well, it's confirmed
we
now,
tried
Matt.
a little bit
It's
more of
fair.
a transparent
It's
approach,
alright,
and being
you're
able to
right,
see
okay.
through it a little bit
fair
now
now.
allows us to see some more of her emotions. Reaper was actually the ones I was very excited to work on because I could see a lot of potential in how we can integrate
I love the shoulder
his
pads.
cloak
Oh,
and his
he's
cowl
got like a
and his armor and how we
hood.
can make all those shapes really sing within that classic, Reaper silhouette. We tried a couple
Thank
takes
God
with
we
the
play
first
this
pass,
game
like
overnight,
completely
every night.
silver arms, more
Yeah,
layers to his
dude.
jacket. Reaper's mask is obviously pretty sacred to us, but the thing you'll notice immediately is that it's now completely
Yeah, like
silver.
look at his hood. It looks
Instead
like
of the
kind
bone
of
white, he's got this like
And he's, like,
almost
wearing, like, a
deadly,
big
edgy silver.
jacket.
That just gives him
Yeah.
that classic Reaper look. With Widowmaker, we started with the idea stage, exploring a breadth of ideas. We tried
Whoa!
things like
Oh,
a
wait,
more
this is a
insectoid
concept.
approach,
Oh, I love
treasure
that first
hunter.
outfit.
One of them made her feel like a classic
cool,
Bond
though.
villain, so we kind of steered it back towards one of the more cyberpunk-looking ones, almost like a futuristic femme fatale, which is basically what Widowmaker is, but she even feels more upgraded. So I'm super glad that we went down this
She got
route.
armor
We
boobs.
played with different
Yeah, she does.
hairstyles too. Widowmaker has
Did
a
they nerf
really
her
long
ass?
ponytail
I
that's
don't think
really
so.
key part of her look. And we really liked the hairstyle on one of the designs that was more
Oh, that's, like,
parade, and
different.
it was really interesting look
Wait,
that
she have a
also
tattoo on her
preserves Widowmaker's original silhouette
On her
with that
arm?
long
Oh wow, she
ponytail.
does have a tattoo
We've
on her
been
arm.
working a lot with
She has one on
our
her back, too.
domino
It's like a widow.
engine and making our cloth look better. Now that we have this cloth tech, we're going to be able to make some really cool, unique silhouettes that will help them stand out from
I
other
am
heroes.
McCree. I am
We put a
McCree.
lot of time and effort into our face rig, and what I mean by that is we're going to be able to get really close to these characters,
Whoa.
and it's going to feel really cool. It
For
is absolutely
cutscenes.
worth the time and the effort.
It's gonna be
to
like the
invest in
highlight
technology,
intros.
and that way we can make these characters do more things that we haven't really been able to do before.
Look at the
It's been super
cutscenes.
exciting working on the new looks for Overwatch 2, and it's just been so inspiring to watch the team try things that we've never
That's
tried
cool,
before,
dude.
and I just can't wait to show off more in the future.
Story.
Overwatch 2 is probably the largest opportunity we've had since the inception of the franchise to really expand what Overwatch even means to our
Fucking
players.
helicarrier
In
looking at.
Zero Hour, we saw that some of the heroes got back together, but we're also seeing that there seems to be a second huge Omnic uprising. We're gonna learn who's behind that uprising, why that's happening, how globally spread is it.
The story and franchise
Torb.
development group, they were really the torchbearers of what
Oh, you see
the
little
big
bird?
story
Yeah.
is that we were going to tell for this game.
We have a lot of interaction with them. They're working on in-game
Bro, watch, like, the
cinematic
ending of it
intros
is
and
gonna have, like,
outros
two
for
heroes.
every one of our story missions.
It's been really great to see this collaboration grow and develop. The story is just a little more integrated into our missions than it ever really has been before. All the available heroes get dialogue.
Also, he's
for
got, like, a
given mission.
lion shit on
We have
his
NPCs.
chest.
We have multiple hero choices.
Ah.
We have all sorts of events that are happening that are driving players to interact with each other
Whoa, so
or
that's
parts
like
of the
explosive shit.
environment or other characters.
Oh, it's like hidden shit.
The world of Overwatch is this bright, shiny future. So how do you take that bright,
Toronto.
shiny
It's not
future and create conflict in
hockey,
it?
right?
How dark
This
can
is
the world
totally a
of Overwatch
different
go?
game. now.
The different challenges that these characters are going to have
Yeah,
to
but
overcome
how much
in
is this
Overwatch
gonna
2
cost?
are things that they
Like
haven't ever
$30?
dealt
Because what
with.
they have,
it
it
looks
looks like it's gonna be $30.
So what
See,
we
this
had
is
to
like,
do
it's
was
like a new
literally
entire
strip
game,
it down to this
but they
bare
can just
bones
update, like,
of
the
Yeah,
where
they're
are
gonna
these characters
update
in their
Overwatch,
lives.
the base
Overwatch has been
Overwatch with
spanned,
the new graphics
and now there's a
game
situation
modes.
where the world's in
So
trouble
it's gonna be
again.
like, it might be like, I'm gonna say at least like
and
$40.
The world needs
I'm
the
probably gonna
heroes
say
again,
40.
but they're not
Because
allowed
like
to
this
be
looks too
doing what
much
they were
for like a
supposed to be
$20
doing.
to $30 thing.
Yeah,
You're getting
100%.
story,
We started to book
new
these
characters,
off-site
a new like
locations
progression system.
so we could brainstorm
and, like,
over and
using, like,
over
mini-games
different versions of what the Overwatch 2 story campaign could be.
And we basically had these whiteboards that we were
Darn.
carting around everywhere.
Oh,
The
you saw
room was
that.
filled with whiteboards, and we would just write every day story beats with the characters and who was doing what and where. And oh my gosh, we forgot this character.
We had these giant sticky notes,
Oh,
and each one of them would be a mission with a bunch of notes on it. You know, somebody say, well, what if we moved Rio to the end, and they'd physically grab it off the wall and stick it on the end.
And we did this for a while, you know, until we all felt that it was pretty close to what we wanted.
Then we could send it to our writers' rooms. The writers' rooms then had a much clearer direction of where we wanted this process to go.
Ultimately, we come up with something that
This
we
could be like
think
the first
is
hero
right
shown
for the
shit.
game, and then we pitch it back to the game team, and they point out everything that we missed.
And that allows us to actually back up and go and make it right and make it better.
Because the scale of this story is so huge, it takes place over the whole world, basically.
Please.
It just requires
That's like concept,
constant
Please
iteration,
release a beta
constant
soon.
refinement to make the story as best as we can make it.
From writing, we go to storyboards. The storyboards get crafted with the edit. From there, it'll go
Wait,
through
dude,
this
can
department where they'll start
can
to
Bastion
flesh out in
talk?
3D. Once
He's
they
like, he's
figure
done a
out
shit ton of
camera
like
work
these
and our
cutscenes.
cinematography,
So I'm
that'll
wondering like,
then
is
go
he
to
actually
the
like?
animation
I
department.
think maybe Torbjorn will give
And then
them a.
we end up going
like
right
he'll
Torbjorn
give
will-
him-
Sombra!
Yo, look at that Genji, bro.
One of our challenges.
Oh no, Reinhardt!
was to figure out.
Oh,
how
he's
to
probably gonna like
integrate
freak
this
out.
Story
Yeah.
and this narrative with the game.
You know, like he's been playing with them for like fucking like a while.
Intro
Yeah, seriously.
cinematic ends with this huge battle, this huge war. When you get into the game, it has to.
Well, you also
match
gotta
the
think
feelings.
though, Matt. Like in all like the hero trailer shit, like, hey, it's just
We
Bastion,
really are
bro.
also
He's like by
trying to get
himself.
the music to be equally as consistent from
Damn!
in-game cinematics straight through to the mission.
definitely
Adam Burgess,
faster.
our lead composer, has been working with the IGC team, with the game team, developing
Damn, dude, that
themes
sucks.
for
He has to be like a
all the
old
heroes,
Nah,
all
he's
the
got fucking
locations.
Havana.
As the cinematic director, whatever we're crafting should never override the gameplay. We want to make sure that the player's
Females.
experience going from the cinematic to the gameplay is seamless and it feels like a completely immersive experience.
The engineers, we have to find a way to actually
Well,
make
not
that
how you
come
do
to
that. You do like
fruition.
the
The choreo
Spider-Man
tool is a
shit.
tool that allows
Where like
people
you're like
to
running and like
coordinate
roll
different
and then
events to
like
happen at the same time. Like in Rio, if you played our demo, one of the buildings explodes, and so that kind
Whoa!
of event needs to happen as you're running by, and you need to have it timed because if it blows up too early,
That's
then
cool.
you don't see it. It allows story moments in missions that interact with the environment, that interact with our characters.
The new tech, the new abilities that we have now are allowing us to push our storytelling farther than we could have previously.
What's also really powerful about choreo is that, you know, if somebody has an idea, they can mock things up really quickly.
We got to show the Widowmaker making this awesome introduction.
Oh, so
In case
you can
he
do
was able to
environmental
quickly
damage
put
to like the
really rough
enemies.
prototype in
Like you
choreo.
could like shoot
And Phil
like
would come in
the.
and on the fly. He's
You
making
could like
quick
shoot the
changes. They
freaking like
play
chandelier
tested.
and
Something
destroy
that would
people.
normally take weeks. It was done
Whoa!
in like a matter of days.
Each story mission has its own custom map built for it, and these maps are absolutely.
Oh, that's awesome, dude. Yeah, Matt, this might be even worth more.
Biggest maps, and it's a fun map because
Maybe.
it has a few story beats that.
That's gonna be an
taken
actual
from
map
recent
soon too.
comics and
Because he said this is
characters in the
story.
game.
This is gonna be like actual like map.
We've written a history for each city so that the cities feel lived in. And I think that informs the artists so that they know like what it is that the city has been through.
Gothenburg was our
like
chance to
concept
show
art.
Gothenburg's workshop. We created a space that kind of fits his house.
Derby.
So, you know, step ladders and scalable tables. We designed the space as
Oh
if
my
we were
God.
A tour, you know? Molten steel is pouring out of walls. It's pretty epic when you walk into it. Toronto was under siege by Null Sector when the players arrived here.
Whoa.
There's a dynamic snowstorm. So as you make your way through the level, the snow is slowly building up. Suddenly by the end, the characters are caught in this
That's
gigantic
cool.
snowstorm.
Oh, bro,
and
that's
they
gonna be hard to
must find
fucking
their way
see.
In Overwatch 2, we want to give you choice.
Wait, there's
to be able to play
NPCs, bro.
This character or that character. So we're designing a lot of systems around how their relationships develop over the course of the story missions in the campaign.
Oh, she's like cybernetic eyes.
we have a cast.
Bro,
of
Ryan looks
amazing
awesome,
characters
bro.
all on screen, all at the same
Dude,
time.
Reinhardt looks
And it's
fucking awesome.
fantastic
I
to
can't
actually
wait for
see
this
them all
fucking game.
interacting and working together in ways that we've never actually seen. We've always
This
thought
guy
about it
looks
and hoped for it, but
Bro,
now
what
it's
is this
actually
hair?
happening.
It's like
It actually
looks like
requires us to have a
electric
whole
now
new
and shit.
branching
Like, it's like
dialogue
shit in it.
system. If you happen to have Genji and Mercy in the second mission of the game, you might get different dialogue.
Oh,
That's about their
so
relationship.
cool!
It's like fighters. If like you had like these people together,
Everybody's
like
fallen in
before the
love with
fight,
from
you start
inside
talking.
Blizzard to the fans. Just to hear this collection of actors
Whoa,
all
wait,
together,
what was
all
that?
interacting, has been a real treat.
I wish people could see
Holy
how
shit.
many people are involved when it comes to something like telling the
Wait!
story of Overwatch.
He can
it doesn't
move?
just come from a singular person.
Or was he on
It comes
the
from
I
payload?
think it was on the payload.
And it's a really
Oh, I felt like, bro,
talented,
imagine you
fun
can
group
slowly
that all
move.
I saw that and I was
works
like, oh
together.
my god, if he can
We've been
move.
building what we hope is one of the best stories ever. And, there's some key story moments that I'm really excited about. And I really
He's gonna
can't
turn
wait
to
to
the
see how
bad
people
guys.
react to it.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Canadians
In conclusion,
coming out
We've been talking
this
about the
year.
game,
Oh my
about
God.
This universe. I know you.
There's
all
no way though,
love
because
it
they would
so
have
yeah,
showed
they
a lot.
already confirmed
Right
it's not coming
now,
out this
we
year.
can sit down and have a night of
Whoa,
Overwatch
is that
2
Lego?
and have it be a
Probably.
really fun experience. And I think
Like, when is
we
the
need some
beta
more
coming
time
out? Like,
till
we get the
could
story-driven
say
stuff we're not gonna
it's
get.
perfectly
But when is
polished
it
They
and
gonna
might
be
do.
upgraded?
They might do that. They
We
might do
made
like some
such
hero
incredible
story
strides
missions
since
and
we
shit.
first
Maybe.
announced this and showed
Oh, I
it to
love
the
it.
community at Blizzcon in
I want that.
2019.
The thing
That
that
looks big as
I'm
shit.
most excited about is that moment when we hand the game
Oh,
over
that's
to
awesome.
players.
It's like half. It's like
Wanna
half.
Hey,
create
hang on.
something that really moves people, really
It's a
touches
world.
people.
That's why we do it. We create the game because we want it to become part of your life and for you to experience it.
When can we experience it,
Overwatch
Jeff?
2,
What the hell?
It's
When
kind
can
of
we
5
experience
games in
it,
one.
Jeff?
It's a huge undertaking.
The new
5
tech
games
and
in
the new
one
aesthetics
map, bro.
and the
This
new
thing's
looks
gonna be probably
bring you
shit,
closer
bro.
to the characters that you love, and we're just getting started.
The fidelity of the gameplay experience is much richer.
We are making cinematics that push
Whoa, what is
the
that
boundary
skin?
of what we can do.
I
to
saw
tell
that for a
stories.
second. I'm like, wait, what?
He has like a helmet. He's like a helmet and shit.
I'm really looking forward to being able to expand the world of Overwatch for our players.
We're really trying to tell this epic story.
In order to make a game great, it takes time, energy, collaboration.
We have just an incredibly professional team of designers and artists and engineers.
We just love bringing this world to you guys. So many cool characters. It's just a blast working on it.
Our goal is for Overwatch 2 to be the worthy successor to the first game, to be the next evolution.
It
and to
already
be a
looks
true
like it is,
sequel.
my boy. I want to see what her ult is, bro.
Thank
Let's
you
see
for
what her-
sticking with us.
I don't think we've seen it
We're
yet.
gonna cross
Oh,
the
that's
finish
cool.
line,
Did you see
and I know it's
the
gonna be
hero
awesome.
symbol and shit?
Oh,
The
yeah.
little-
End up
with the
loving
healing.
playing it
That was
over and
awesome.
over.
That's what we want to try and capture. I'm jumping in. I'm playing. Let's go be heroes.
Overwatch 2.
Oh. This is 2021, but
No! No!
Oh, we're not
That's
gonna
it!
know.
Oh, I want more! Oh,
Yeah, that's a new skin.
that was really, really good.
That looks like that's only a PC though. It sucks ass.
That was really good. I'm really excited.
Oh, I
for
want that skin, bro.
Yeah.
Wait, can I buy that? Wait.
I think you can buy it right now, but it's only on PC for right now.
I don't know. That didn't look like it was PC.
Oh my god, that was really good. Definitely tonight we are going to be, at least, I don't know if I'm going to go live again tonight playing some Overwatch talking about what we saw, but that would still be amazing. Maybe I'll decide later on. I'll let you guys know on Twitter. Follow me on Twitter at Sora Incarnate. And also follow me on YouTube, youtube.com/SoraIncarnate, or with a bunch of numbers and letters in there. I want to thank Jack for joining me midway through this and making jokes and just fucking around with all that stuff. Thank you, Jack. I really appreciate it.
No problem. Everybody's already complaining on the chat.
Are you serious?
Everyone's like, whatever the release date's gonna be, and no one knows.
We're not going to get a release date anyway. With that being said, everyone, thank you guys so much for watching my reaction and a little bit of discussions to Overwatch BlizzCon Online 2021. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you guys have a fantastic day.